Content creators and players alike are quitting Honkai Star Rail, and we're going to talk about that, but long time no see. Now, maybe that is for me, but not for you, because you've seen my videos posted for 2 days. This is my first video in 2 weeks I've recorded. I've been gone to Japan, now I am finally back in time to talk about the whole categorized cat piss situation, whatever you want to call it, right? So, let's go ahead and hop into it here first, guys. There are a lot of players quitting the game because of miscategorized. Now, I want to tell you why I think that a lot of players probably aren't going to quit the... Oh, my bad. A lot of content creators probably aren't going to quit the game. And, honestly, just the... If I can find the tab there, just the general future of my channel for Honkai Star Rail. Because I've said on many of streams that I was probably going to quit Honkai Star Rail. It just really depends. And we're going to go over that at the end of today's video. But I want to go over first just this whole situation with Honkai Star Rail and castorice, right? So, I think we all know by now, or if you've not watched the live stream, we'll quickly go over this real quick. Guys, the reason why people are quitting the game is literally because of the global passive that castorice has. Now, why are they quitting the game? Because of the global passive, right? Now, the global passive is... Honestly, guys, if I can find the fucking scene there. Anyways, and while, honestly, the global passive that castorice has isn't really that good, it gives you a global revive for any team that you would use in the game, which... Okay, cool, it can work in certain situations. The problem with that is that it introduces the fact that now we can add in bigger and better buffs for global passives with our signature characters that only come out in limited times, mind you, because these characters aren't coming out, like, sure, they get reruns, right, but you can't pick them up in a standard banner or in a standard manner, right, because then you can start implementing things like, oh, increase speed for your whole account, oh, increase the damage for your whole account. Oh, let's give free skill points for the whole account now. Like, you can literally eliminate some of these 1.0 characters, even if they get buffs or not. You can eliminate some of these older characters now if the global passive can do their thing, right? So that means you don't even need them on the team anymore. You have these characters to enhance that team even further, right? That doesn't completely eliminate characters, mind you. I'm just saying that it can start to take the place of those characters, first of all. Secondly, though, it will start to power creep the game inherently, because now when you have all these global passives, the enemies now have to stand up to what these global passives do, right? For example, the global revive passive, right? Who's to say they don't add a one-shot boss into the game that if you can't kill it within a certain time period, maybe it kills your whole team, right? And if you don't have the global passive for the global revive passive, how do you beat the boss? You're kind of stun locked without her. You kind of need her at that point, right? Or what if they do that even faster, right? What if they kill you even faster? They have a mechanic where, oh, your team's dead, or it sets you down to 1% HP, and then the other side mobs finish you off, or something like that. It kind of forces you into a situation where you kind of need her to revive your team. Right now, do I think that they're going to do that so suddenly? No, I don't think that's going to happen, but that is a thing that can happen in the game, and I just want that. You guys are going to cope. I know some people in the chat are going to cope, some people in the comment section are going to cope. No, that's never going to happen. It happened when I talked about DOT when this game first came out. Now, I get DOT is not a global passive, global debuff, anything like that, but when I would say, oh, the DOT will be able to kill you in the future. It will be able to, like, one-shot you. It will be able to do massive damage to you. No, it won't. It would never do something like that, and look what happens, right? So, these things do happen. This is setting up for power creep down the line. It'll increase the power creep dramatically of this game, and I don't think there's really any way around that, right? Overall, I do think it's a horrible thing for the game. I don't think it should happen, but it's in the game now, and if you're going to play the game, if you want to continue to play the game, then that's just something you're going to have to deal with, okay? So, that's the first and foremost thing I should say. Now I want to check trends. We see a lot of content creators quitting right now. From what I see here is this 100 is probably from the live stream, right? March 28th, that was probably the day of the live stream. I don't know, yeah, that's the day of the live stream, so a lot of traction there, right? But overall like, hype for the game, it's still fairly high, especially compared to, like, the past 30 days. Can we do, like, the past 90 days? I want to see where the trend of, yeah, the game is at a higher point now in terms of popularity than where it's been at the past February. I guess February is pretty high. What's this right here? This is probably when characters get released or whatever, these major spikes here. But overall, just these couple days right here show, this is what, 57, 52 here. What is this, 30s? This is a 54, so it's not even reaching that point there. This is what, a 65, so okay, then it drops down to here. Like, this is the most hype the game has been for. Why? Because I think castorice is just a character that everyone kind of wants to play anyways. Like, she's a hot character, she has a really good kit, she's really free-to-play friendly, but she's just not good for the game state overall. Now, with that being said, should you quit the game over this? I don't necessarily think you should. I think a lot of people overreact and say, oh, you should quit the game, you should quit the game. I think you should do what you want to do. I think if you don't like predatory practices, I think if you don't like the direction the game's going, if the game's not fun for you, do not play the game anymore. I think if the game's still fun for you, I think if you still enjoy playing the game, more power to you. Play the game. I think you should play it. I think the number one thing you should not do is give them money. That is I think that's been a pretty solid rule of thumb across all gacha games, right, guys? Is don't spend money on gacha games. It's not worth their time. I've spent tons of money on gacha games. I spent $3,000 in Cookie Run Kingdom to get Sea Fairy Cookie, and I don't play that fucking game anymore. I dropped it. But I think the problem with spending money in these games and spending time in these games is a lot of people form these attachments to these games, and that's where you get to the other sect of the Honkai style role players, or really just players in general, right? The people that are either monetarily attached or time attached to a game. They've put so much time into this game, so much time investment, that they're like, well, I can't talk shit about the game. I've already put so many hours into it, or I've already spent so much money in this game. I can't fucking talk shit about the game now. And that's where you get like the Gin shitters, the HSR shitters, the Woo-Wah shitters, the Kuro bots, whatever you want to call it, the Hoyo shills, right? I think that is where you get most of those players from, and I think you need to, if you're gathering your opinion from people online, which you probably shouldn't do, overall, you should try to avoid chatter from those people, because they are just going to talk great about the game. I also think you should avoid the opinions of people that always shit on the game, aka someone like, let's scroll in this list here. Is there anyone on here that like really doesn't have like a good mindset on the game, or what, Saint Tontaz, right? I think I saw, yeah, Saint Tontaz is on here somewhere, yeah. Saint Tontaz, Kurobot, right? He loves Kuro games. I don't think you should really take his opinion too much into thought when you're talking about this game, because he's always probably going to negatively talk about the game. I can't speak right now. I'm parched, I'm sick still. I don't think you should really base your opinion off someone that is going to always praise the game and someone that is always going to shun the game. I think you should have your answer in between. I feel like that's where most players are at, right? I feel like that's the vocal minority of players, right? The vocal majority of people are either the Gin shitters or the people that fucking hate the game, right? The people that love it, the people that hate the extremes of it. Whereas the players that I try to call out to are the players in between that medium, people with sensible takes, right? And with that being said, I want to give you my take on the global passives. I already said it's a shit thing. I don't think global passives inherently are a bad thing. I don't think they are. I have played games before, like Cookie Run Kingdom, for example, like Dokkan Battle, for example, where there are global passives in the game. Dokkan Battle, no PvP system. It's a very single-player-oriented game, and you can beat the content free to play. Like, I've beaten all the content in Dokkan Battle, even after quitting for years, or not playing for years, completely free to play. It's completely doable to do, right? Cookie Run Kingdom the same way. Now, Cookie Run Kingdom has PvP, which this is where global passives turn a little bit differently, right? So how Dokkan does their global passives, global buffs, whatever, it's actually based off the power level. You get power level essentially by pulling characters, leveling up characters, and stuff like that, basically enhancing the power of your characters on your account already, and that level correlates to this number, which correlates to bonus rewards you get. It doesn't help you out any type of battle. I think a system like this is fine. And the second game here is Cookie Run Kingdom, which is a completely different game because you have single player and multiplayer where global passives play a role at. Now, the way this game does global passives is also completely different from how Dokkan does it. It's also completely different from how Honkai Star Rail does it. And honestly, I think it is the way that it should be done. Because in Cookie Run Kingdom, what we have right here are these basically facilities you can place down, right? The Cookie Altar, Chocolate Altar of the Fallen, gives all cookies 20% crit damage. And we have things all like this around the board, right? We have ones that give, I'm not sure what I haven't played this game in so long, so I'm not sure what the exact ones are anymore, but there's ones with like damage buffs, there's ones with like damage reduction buffs, defense buffs, HP buffs, everything of the sorts. And then you also have your labs here as well, which what the labs do is basically you can get either faster productions or you can get things like HP, defense, attack bonus for your cookies. Oh, look at extra attack bonus for every cookie there. You get extra crit damage bonuses, you get extra attack bonuses there. Like, you get a lot of extra bonuses here as well, but they're all completely free, except for the first option I mentioned, which is the premium option. Yes, guys, for the ones that give you buffs like this right here, this gives you cookie pieces that cost 5,000 gems. This gives extra star candies that gives 5,000 gems. I'm actually surprised they haven't released another one in a long time. It looks like, damn, what the fuck? Anyways, guys, those are how you get global buffs, right? But the thing is, these are always in the shop at all times. You can get some with coins, you can get some with premium currency. You get it, the premium currency, you can get it completely free to play, by the way. You can get all the currency you need there. And everything here is free to play. Like, it's all free to play. Like, it's always there. It's never not available, which is the problem that Honkai Star Rail has. So Honkai Star Rail is doing this where these things are not permanent. Now, I do think there is a way to alleviate and or fix that issue in Honkai Star Rail. Do I think they're going to do it? No. I will leave that for a separate video, though. Now, for the final part of this video, what am I going to be doing about my channel from this point forward? Am I going to continue playing the game, and what's going on? Yes, I will continue playing the game, but I will only play it to a certain point. Now, I'll let you know what that point is here in a second after I talk about how we're doing things on the channel, because how we're doing things on the channel is going to be a little bit different now, because what I'm going to be doing, guys, is, as you can see here, I do have two accounts, right? I have my main account, which you see most of the content get put out on. I have a sub account that is completely free to play. There's nothing touched there at all. I haven't touched that account in months, and I haven't really played it, but I am going to start playing it. But number one, guys, this main account here, this has all of my relics on it. Don't worry about the overcap. I haven't played since I've been in Japan, so I'm overcapped on everything. I haven't done any of the events or anything like that, right? But though, guys, this account is literally going to be for no global passives. This account right here, I will not pull for any character that has a global passive unless they just release global passives with every single character. This account will not be played with any global passives whatsoever. So you'll get all of the straight up content with me just playing casually on this account from now on to see if I can clear all the content in the game and everything like that, right? So that is what this account's for, right? To see if it is possible to beat the game, or where the breaking point is at where you cannot play the game anymore without having global buffs on your account. Now, our second account here, this account has not been played since the release of Jiao Cho. Now, this account is in the dirt. It's in the fucking mud. I don't even think I could probably beat MOC 12 with this account right now, okay? I literally has almost no work put into it. I think I just got a Harmony MC here, probably no Eidolons or not many Eidolons if that. Like, there has not been much work at all put into this account, but this account will strictly be for global passives. Why I think this is the perfect account for this is because, first of all, this account has really not much investment into it, right? We haven't pulled really any of the new, like, sustain characters, right? The best sustain on our account is going to be Miss Wah Wah here. We have Gallagher on the account as well to help sustain, but other than that, every character's here an older unit, right? So we're going to see how well these characters can take use of global passives, plus using the new characters as well, because I'll still be doing build guides and stuff like that. But overall, this is the test I want to test here. How much can global passives really affect your account? Because I'll have an account that doesn't have any global passives at all on it, playing with that, versus an account that I haven't touched in months, that is absolute dog shit, that is struggles with clearing shit, with global passives. I want to see what that point is. Now, where I'm going to quit the game at, I will be quitting this game when A, the game is not fun anymore, or B, when my main account cannot clear the content without having global passives. I think that is the worst scenario possible, right? If casual players don't have global buffs and they cannot beat the game. That is where I draw the line in the sand at. When I cannot max star MOC without the global passives is where I'll quit the game at. I'm not saying I'm quitting and putting investment into the game, because I'll still put a time investment and get relics and stuff like that. I'll still get characters that don't have global passives. But when I get to that point where I can't beat it, that's where it's done at for me, okay? So that's where I really want to see how much this global passive is really going to affect the game. And like I said, if you want to see the video on me talking about how I think they can alleviate the global passives they're putting into the game, or help fix the problem, because it can be fixed, I think, let me know in the comment section down below. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Are you quitting the game? Are you not quitting the game? How do you feel about your other content creators quitting the game? See you later, guys. Bye.